In this corner, we have a 1956 Cessna 310, the original 310. In this corner,
The Lancair. It's like your own little personal fighter jet.
in 3, 2, Joe. Son of a biscuit.
Out of the clear blue of the western sky comes Sky King.
We have a 1956 Cessna 310, the original 310. You may have known it in the the TV show Sky King.
They come from all over the state to see these races.
It first flew in 1953. That's 70 years ago, technology said. Now, this airplane is helping to teach and train other people to learn how to fly a multi-engine so they can continue their progression in becoming an awesome pilot. And Devin, it was the first one. So congrats, Devin. Fantastic job, dude. So proud of you. And I want to thank Legacy Precious Metals for sponsoring this video. More about them later, but you know, silver and gold, we're in the silver bullet. It's a perfect partnership, really. I saved this 310 a year ago out in California. Clint, Silas, and I flew it all the way across the country, over 3,000 miles in a 70-year-old airplane. And you can see that video over there if you want. It's an epic trip. These engines have 480 horsepower. That's 240 horse on each side. And they've got 470 cubes each, which is nuts for a 6-cylinder. I mean, we're talking big pistons like that big, just massive. This is raw American horsepower is what's happening here. You've got the straight tail at the back. You've got the gasser nose up front with that rake on the front wheel. Just looks fantastic. This thing sucks down a lot of fuel, as a great American muscle car would. We're talking about 36 gallons an hour whenever we're climbing out. And it sounds like a World War II bomber when it goes over. It's fantastic. So when we give it the full beans, this thing will be climbing out at about 1,500 feet a minute down low. We've got 2 engines rolling, sucking down a lot of fuel, and this thing will hit 200 miles an hour. In a pure American fashion, horsepower cures everything. My gut tells me that this one might actually win. However, and that Lancair is up in that, I mean, that thing is fast.
This was not made with cast iron. This was made with fancy aerodynamics computers and witchcraft. You have just enough room for 2 anorexic supermodels. You sit in it like you would an F1 car. So your butt is right here and your feet are right here, just like this. Did you know they have their own racing class for this make and model of airplane?
Our first and third airplanes are both Lancairs.
Just how fast is it? It's your own personal time machine. I can go from here in Tampa all the way to Memphis, 3 hours. I can go from Houston to Tampa without crossing water, 4 hours and 15 minutes. Wah-ya! Let's do a side-by-side comparison of the 310 and Cameron, the Lancair. Cool factor, I gotta say the 310. This is freaking awesome. The noise, 310, point to 310 if I'm honest with you. The fun factor, 100% the Lancair. It's like your own little personal fighter jet. It's so much fun every time you fly it. The 310 here, she weighs in at 2,900 pounds with no gas and no people. And it puts out 480 horsepower, BTUs for those uninitiated. That equals 6.04 pounds per horsepower, which is really good. The Lancair weighs 1,150 pounds. Let me put that in perspective for you. The 310, that's only the gas and 1 person, is the same weight as the entire airplane. That's nuts. 180 horsepower, which equates to 6.38 pounds per horsepower. So point goes to the 310. Before we go race, I've got a little trick up my sleeve. All right, Jesse.
What's up, buddy?
Give me good news. What do we got?
All right, so we did a few things here. Got you another EIS mag in here. Bada bing, bada boom.
Ooh, I like shiny.
Yup. Got a backup battery system to go with that.
Okay.
So you don't fall out of the sky. The big kicker with this is your EIS mag is going to allow you to burn fuel more efficiently, which hypothetically you should burn less fuel and get more BTUs.
I dig it. So which one do you think truly is going to be faster from 1,000 to 10,000?
That's a good question. If I was a betting man, I would probably say the Lancair, purely due to power to weight ratio, but
310's pumping out some BTUs,
I know the
man.
310 gets it. You know, that's the race car of the sky. I think the Lancair.
All right.
B0 clear,
Let's do it.
Hey, 130, 130, clear for takeoff, 31 center, southwest of
Well, the 310's fired up. I say we go pick a fight with a 310.
Trying to get that.
Coming up. Alright, well this thing seems to be working. Let's we can go hunt down a silver bullet. What do you think? Hey Grandpa, are you out here? Alright. There he is. Here we go, boys. Put your bets on. Go ahead, place your bets. Alright. In 3, 2, 1, go. They're 3,800 feet up in a 45, 48. Man. Good Lord, I just saw 5,000 feet a minute climbing, getting to 145 knots. We're already at 3,000 feet. Son of a biscuit. I want to see that 310 do this. Dang. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that scared me a little bit. Oh! Well, thank you, Legacy Precious Metals, for making this happen. That's awesome. Alright, there's 3,000 climbing out at 1770 a minute at 123 knots. And this thing, oh, I wasn't even full throttle. Check that out. Alright, where you at, Silver Bullet? He says. Their number one goal is giving people the key to protecting their wealth and securing their financial future post-retirement. 120 knots, 3,500 right now. And I have to remember to keep the fuel mixture adjusted correctly, because too rich and the fire happens on the outside. Not rich enough, there's not enough fuel getting to it that'll overheat. With Legacy's new website, you can have physical gold and silver and platinum shipped straight to your house. You can even invest with your retirement account. Alright, here comes 4,000 climbing out at 1,400 feet a minute. Dude, there's no way that 310 can handle this. Hello, the CEO is an Air Force veteran, so this one's for you. Off we go, into the world, with daughter, climbing high into the sky. Call today and see how they can help you. 866-916-3506. Tell them Jimmy sent you. He just blew right through 6,000 feet. Last time I raced against the Apache and I beat it by 800 feet. I don't know if the 310 is gonna so easy to take out. Invest in silver, gold in a crazy world. Legacy Precious Metals. Give a call. Tell Jimmy sent you. You'll be glad you did. Alright, here we go. 9,500. 9,600. Still climbing out at 800 feet a minute. $9,700. $800. And 900. Here we go. Here we go. 10,000. Devin, I made it 10,000.
Just 651 with regard to thunder discretion and continue.
That was an awesome race. Holy cow. By the way, $6,000. That's how much the Elvis jet tag sold for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. That's fantastic. We're gonna be dropping the rest of them very, very soon. Go to SaveThe310.com to get on the announcement letter. And right now there's over 5,000 of you already signed up. So go to SaveThe310.com, sign up for when those are gonna drop. Oh, I forgot to tell you who won the race. It was the Lancair.